Well, I lost my love and I lost my loot in Las Vegas, Nevada. My gal ran out when all of my dough was gone. Now he held kings and I held queens in Las Vegas, Nevada. My queen, she went with the kings and left me alone. Everything looked rosy, rosy as could be, until that sweet, sweet baby of mine took a powder on me. But I'll stay for a while, replenish my pile in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'll win back my dough and the sweet, sweet baby of mine.
Welcome to episode 0 of Fallout New Vegas Kings and Queens, our two-headed Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. I'm BFM.
And I'm Fleta Mcgurn.
Fleta, have you played this game before?
No, I've played Fallout 2, and I played Fallout 3, which I really liked. And I did play half of Fallout 4, but I got so fucking bored. Don't give me a baby. This is not Death Stranding. I don't need that shit.
Fallout New Vegas is the installment between 3 and 4. It's a really meaty RPG, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay, let's get some meat.
We're going to be playing with 2 different mod lists. Her mod list has some cool content additions to it, but doesn't really change things drastically. That's debatable, but my list of mods is just ridiculous. Ron Perlman does the introduction yet again.
Yeah, he never changes.
The world was destroyed and people hid away in vaults. Fantastic city in the desert. Wasn't destroyed by the bombs. It's Vegas.
Nevada did not get wiped out by nuclear bombs. Who saw that twist coming?
We get to see a little bit of New Vegas in the opening. We see there's police robots with cartoon faces, ladies in skimpy clothing dancing around on the streets. Definitely not a kid's game, but definitely not serious.
Tongue-in-cheek. Like, it's sin, but it's like, hey, look at us, we're sinning.
There's a goofy edge to it.
The sort of space age aesthetic kind of lightens the mood a little bit as well. You can't do grimdark kitsch easily, and Fallout does it really, really well.
Yeah. So we get to see just the tiniest hint of this grimdark kitsch oasis in the desert, New Vegas. But then we're on a hill, tied up, and a guy in a really ugly suit has you at gunpoint.
I love that suit. Love that suit. I want it.
Gotta emulate your murderer. It's not often that you get murdered as like the first thing that happens in a game. By Matthew Perry.
A very controversial figure, quote unquote, opened Japan to the West, which is quite Eurocentric, racist, frankly.
Oh, I missed that episode of Friends. Not Commodore Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry. He's an actor. He was on a TV show, but this is my favorite role for him as a guy who shoots you at the beginning of this game. He ain't no Fink, see?
Yeah, see? He's gonna talk like this. Fast-talking, high trousers, 1930s type of gangster, hey? I have a very important question first. Mm-hmm. Why was that one guy wearing a Naruto headband?
So you wake up in Doc's house. You have a pretty major head wound, so you get to pick how you look. Wasn't that convenient?
Aw, it's nice of him, isn't it?
And of course, instead of a mirror, he hands you a Robco Reflectron.
Makes sense, because we haven't had, mirrors since the Bronze Age or anything.
Reflective materials.
Right?
That technology was lost to man. Fleta, tell me a little about your character, Waynetta Neutron.
I was like, what is so Vegas? Waynetta Neutron, because Fallout.
I love the fuchsia hair.
Thank you. That's how my hair was before I started an office job.
Hello. I'm Johnny Smash. Completely black hair, like unnaturally black oiled hair, which...
It looks like so 50s. Like, he's gonna do the thing where he puts his cigarettes in his shirt sleeve. Johnny Smash.
Johnny has a strength of 8, but a perception of 3. An endurance of 8, but a charisma of 3. An intelligence of 8, and an agility of 8, but a luck of 2. So
in New Vegas, that's rough.
Intelligent, too. Like, not a dumb guy, but just uncharismatic and unperceptive and unlucky. The perennial outcast walking down the road with his jacket over his shoulder. How are Waynetta's specials?
I was too scared to go super hard on any one thing, but I did put extra points into charisma. If I could avoid a fight, even in a video game, I will. Flash some titty and be on my way.
Charisma of 7 is a really good choice because you're not so hot that it's dangerous. But with the right hat and coat, you could be. You could be a 10.
Exactly. exactly. I am gonna find some hats that will make me so bangable.
I love that you have to go through all of elementary school in Fallout 3, and then in Fallout New Vegas, you're like, here's this carnival test, whatever. Just get through it. So once he has your special scores, Doc invites you over to his filthy couch.
While in my panties. I don't even know if these are my panties because I don't have any money. He's making me sit on his couch and sort of like grind my junk into it.
Starts showing you stains. Oh.
Oh, that's how he gets the ink blots.
This is the previous patient. What do you think they ate?
So my problem with the ink blots is that I didn't agree with any of them.
I kind of think the first one looks like an ant. The only option they give you is an angry two-headed ant.
Which I don't see at all. That looks like two little girls like swinging from opposite sides of a playground and their ponytails are flying up.
For the second one, a priceless work of art is Snide answer. It's like, oh, it's one of them Jackson Pollocks. Meh.
This is literally just Game of Thrones.
And then the third one is two bears high-fiving.
I thought it was two gnomes high-fiving and dancing together in celebration. I said a mushroom cloud because I felt like I was like obligated to say that.
Yeah, it's like the New Yorker caption contest where like there's a joke you can tell they're angling for. What really matters from all of his questions at the end is what your tag skills are, which I didn't accept.
Me neither. Fuck that guy.
But I mean, he did save your life, so there's that.
I know. Thank you for, fixing my brain exploding head syndrome, whatever.
So what tag skills did you pick?
I picked guns. You can always find a gun and some ammo if you really, really need to. Well, I say that now. I'm going to embarrass the shit out of myself. Speech, because like I said, I want to talk my way out of stuff. And also because when you have high speech, sometimes you get, extra dialogue options. And I always like that extra little bit of choice so I don't have to end up lying to an ink blot test, Bethesda. And then I picked survival because, I'd want to survive.
Well, I went with melee because I intend to hit things. Any video game where I can be a guy with like a baseball bat and take out people who are armed with guns, I'm always like, yeah, hell yeah. Watch people fumble with guns and fail to a dude with a wrench.
I feel that.
Then I did repair and science for my other two, because one of the mods that I have installed, and you do too actually, is one that allows me to have a robot companion that I repair. What traits did you pick, Waynetta?
I picked good-natured because, again, I'm going to try to talk my way out of stuff. And then I picked Wild Wasteland because, of course, I want comedy encounters on.
I'm not playing with that one, so you and I will have very different experiences in a lot of places, and I think that's neat.
Sweet.
For Johnny Smash, I picked Heavy-Handed, which lets me do more melee and unarmed damage, but less critical damage, which I have a luck of 2. My criticals are going to be rare events, so screw that. I'll just hit real hard all the time. And then I picked Skilled, which is a masochistic pick. It gives me +5 to each skill from the start, but I get 10% less XP from everything for the rest of the game.
Ooh. But that's probably good because at some point it's going to stop really mattering.
So if I'm just going to keep smashing, I'll just keep getting XP. Your highest skill at the end of all your choices is speech, and my highest skill is melee. So yet again, we've schismed right at the beginning. There's a secret skull in Doc's office. And
I'll have to go back and get it later. I will trade him so many smelly panties for it.
After Doc has had you sit nearly naked in his living room and administered meaningless tests to you and had you run a carnival game,
He is a pervert who fucks his soggy couch, but he saved my life, and he watched me steal every bit of medical equipment out of his clinic, which cannot be easy to replace, without saying a word. So, I'm gonna let it slide.
He gives you clothes at the end of it, so it's not like you have to do the walk of shame out of the front of his house. So after all the invasive questions, Doc gives you a Vault 21 jumpsuit, just a skin-tight leather catsuit, just a normal thing for a friend to give you.
To have lying around. Yeah, I have a bunch of those lying around for guests.
What's great about that jumpsuit is it boosts speech and melee, so exactly our two things. It gives you a couple of weapons, also a weird thing for a doctor to hand out as you leave. Here's a gun, a handgun and a pocket knife.
Gun puts the bullet in, and the knife gets the bullet out.
And because of mods, I ended up with 2 extra items. I have a book on Feng Shui and a set of blueprints for a water tower.
Well, I hope that the Feng Shui book tells you to put all of the yellow in the west. Robbing an old man who saved my life. Do-do-do.
we'll see what horrible misadventures await us. Join us next time for more Fallout New Vegas, Kings and Queens.
Woo! Bye, Internet people.